Hey guys, so Whiteout here, and this is part 2 of my single player commands mod video, just showing you what all you can do with this. So let's go ahead and figure this out. Now, if you can see down here in the bottom, my food bar is pretty low. I'm almost out of food. Now, there's a couple ways to do this, but I'm still keeping this in order, so we'll get there as we get there. But this first command happens to be feed. So I believe the maximum quantity is 20 hearts and food. I think it's, 10 would be halfway. So if you just type feed 20, you're completely full. And I had one in, so, it says set to 21. You can do, you can set it higher, and I guess it takes longer for it to go down. I'm not sure on that. I just know that it says that. It's at 61. Anyway, now we can do fire damage. So it now says fire damage is off, and I can stand in it, and my damage is still on, and I just turned it off showing you that, but damage is on. I'm not getting hurt, but if I do fire damage again, I'm getting hurt. So if you're just going to be running through a bunch of fire, you can do that, and just save yourself from having to listen to all that. Now, you can do fly like I did earlier, and there's a couple different ways, but I think if you just type fly, it's the closest you're going to get it to the actual flying of creative mode. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's how it is. There's also fly, you can do fly and then speed, so I could do fly 4, and I'm going a lot faster. I'll do fly 10, and I'm going even faster. So then you just type fly and it turns off. Pretty nice. Now, another thing you can do is freecam, which this is actually kind of weird, and it does glitch out your clouds if you look up, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. But you can kind of go through the ground and see around everything, and you can see the back of your guy. I don't really know what the main point of this is, but it's there. Now to get out of it, you just type freecam again. The next one is freezecam. So that was freecam, this is freezecam. And it didn't actually work. There we go. Now this is actually how I recorded my intro in the beginning. So as you can see, now I'm just looking at myself, and you run around and you can turn and you can still play stuff, I think, but you do it all while you're, I don't know, it's hard to explain it, but basically I'm controlling myself while I'm looking at myself walking around. So as you can see, I'm Darth Vader. Rawr. Yes, Darth Vader does go rawr. So now another thing you can do is type freeze, and that freezes everything on the map. So any cows, sheep, chicken, pigs, or even monsters like zombies, creepers, all that stuff. So if you have a creeper following you, you can type freeze. If you just want to mess with them, do whatever. I don't know if this actually works while they are floating or not, so let me go ahead and give that a try. So I turn on Atlantis, and like I said in my first video, this does make mobs and creatures float. So now I'm going to turn off Atlantis, and the cow's falling, and I'm going to freeze them. Oops. Well, that was a fail. Do this again. I'm going to go ahead and freeze them, and then do Atlantis. So as you can see, this will freeze mobs if they're falling too. So kind of cool. You can do whatever you want with them that way. Now another thing you can do is, I'm currently in survival mode, but if I type game mode 1 or game mode creative, it changes the game mode into creative, so I can fly and have my unlimited inventory. And if I type game mode survival or game mode 0, I go back to survival mode. So that's kind of cool, You can change that on the go. Now, there will be something later on that comes up that's set. So I'll go ahead and set 2 right here. And the reason I'm doing this ahead of time, I guess I'll show it twice, is because the next command is goto. So I'll set 1. Now, if you type goto and whatever waypoint you set, goto 2, then it just transfers me to there. Now if I go to 1, it puts me back at the first one. And you have to actually set the waypoint first, and you can set the waypoints anywhere on the map and it'll take you right back to it. So, you know, that kind of helps out. Now, let me go ahead and get some saplings here. Now this is a really helpful command, and this works for anything you plant. This can be, you know, for sugar cane, pumpkins, melons, whatever, trees. So if you just type grow, if you're around it, it'll grow. Or you can type grow all, and you'll see that it freezes for a second, and everything on the map has grown. So, you know, that's cool. If you want to make like a little farm, a reed farm, you know, then that helps definitely make a lot more of it. If you're too lazy to cheat, or you don't want to actually, you know, bust out an inventory editor or whatever. So, you know, or if you just want trees to line something, you know, you can grow them. If they don't look good to you, break them down, grow them again. You know, do whatever you want. So now let me go ahead and light myself on fire here for a second. I need to turn my fire damage back off. Alright, I'm going to do this real quick so I don't regenerate, but as you can see I have 4 hearts now, or I've lost 4 hearts. So if I type heal, I'll put 4. It only healed 2 hearts, and that's because, again, it's 20 hearts, so I should have typed heal 8. So I should have, you know, put heal 8. You could put heal 40, and that would completely heal you entirely if you were, you know, half a health or half a heart, whatever. Or you could even do health, and you could do maximum or max, min, or infinite. So if I type min, you can see that I'm all the way down there. So if I put heal 20, or actually heal 40, I'm all the way full. Now if I do health min again, I can do health max, and you can see it says set it max. Or I could do so much as to do health infinite, and you'll see that it's set at 32,767. So I would have to take that much damage to die. So that definitely helps. Now, a lot of you will have questions on some of this stuff, and if you forget anything, you can type help, and it shows all the commands right here that are available. And like I said, I'm not showing all of them, like achievement right here, I didn't show that one, but, or bind ID or biome, but it'll show most of them. And say you forget what you could type for health again, so you could type help health, and it tells you exactly what you can do. Sets the health to a predefined figure, and it gives you the syntax. And it does say on the website to type a slash before everything. That's not necessary, as long as, you know, you're on single player. I don't think this works on multiplayer, but I could be wrong. Who knows? I don't know. So you don't have to type a slash before any of these. Now if it's world edit, you do have to put 2 slashes, but I'll show you that later. So anyway, the next thing you can do is helmet. Now you can do helmet, and you can do diamond, and let's just say 1. And that gave me a diamond in my helmet slot. Or we could just do helmet, you know, helmet 1, and that gave me a stone helmet. So, alright, that was a little different than I thought it was. Let me just try this again. Oops. Helmet diamond. Let's see. You can't see it. Here, we'll do a TNT helmet. There we go. Now I've got a TNT helmet running around. So that just puts whatever block you decide to use as your helmet. So I can even do helmet glowstone, and that seems like that actually even glow as you ran around and stuff. Maybe. We'll try it real quick. I think my light is off. Yeah, and it doesn't glow, which is a bummer, but oh well. It's still cool that you can walk around with whatever helmet you want. So you just type helmet and whatever you want to use. Now, the next thing you can do is type home, which I'm not going to do that because then I'll have to run all the way back over here. Actually, no, I can type home. I can type home and then use my goto command. So as you see, I just teleported, and this would be where I spawned in the beginning of the game, and then I could just type goto 2 again. And it took me all the way back over here. So that's cool. Now you can do hunger and empty. Now you can see that I'm hungry and my guy will start getting hurt. Or I can do hunger full, or I could even do hunger infinite, just like the health. And you can see that's, you know, what is that? 2,147,483,647. That seems like that would take a very long time to go away. So I guess it's technically not infinite, because it seems like that would run out after a while, but it seems like you'd have to play for several Minecraft years. It's my, you know, that's just what I'm assuming. And I did kind of go backwards there a little bit on the list, but it's still pretty close. Now, if you are in survival mode, you know that you can't just place blocks without them going away, just like you can in creative now. But if you type infinite items, all one word, then you can sit here and place them as much as you want without them going away. So, you know, that just makes it so you have unlimited everything, pretty much. You know, it's nice to use if you're building a big project and you don't, you know, you're in, I don't know, for some reason you're in survival mode and you don't want to switch to creative. You want to be able to say you built it in survival or something, I don't know. That's all up to you. Now the next one is instant kill, which you just type instant kill, and I'm lagging right now. I don't know why, but every time you click, it is an instant kill, just like it says. With anything. And that works for zombies, you know, creepers, skeletons, whatever. All those monsters will die too. So that's kind of cool if you're just getting annoyed by everything. Another thing is, just like, again, we're not in creative mode. If I type instantmine, it says instantmine is now on. And as you can see, those blocks just disappeared real quick. And, you know, it just makes things a lot easier. So you can basically have your own creative mode without being in creative mode, just by using a couple of commands. And you can, you know, you can bind instant mine, instant kill, whatever, to keys. So I could bind instant mine to O. So if I wanted to be able to one hit anything, I just press O, and then I can press O and take it away. Now, if we're running around, let me clear out a space right here, and say I want some glowstone. So I just type item glowstone. And I already had glowstone in there, so let me do item, let me just do item bedrock. There we go. I got a full stack of bedrock just from typing that. So if I was to, you know, destroy these, if I could type, then I could just type item glowstone, and I get a full stack. So it just kind of helps out, you know, if you don't want to look for something. Kind of convenient. And now we can do item damage. And what item damage does is, now it says items now don't require repair. So if you constantly run around using, you know, your axe or your pick or your sword and you don't want it to break, or you don't want to make another one or whatever, you can turn this off. And you can use these commands separately. So, you know, if you just wanted to make a game on hard, but you wanted to make it just a little bit easier, you know, give yourself a diamond sword in the beginning that doesn't break, you know, you could just do it this way. You know, just make it fun. You know, you're the ultimate one that decides everything. So, you know, that's pretty much all there is on that. Now the next one is called jump. So if you're looking at a block and you type jump, it'll put you on top of that block or somewhere around it. So you can look up at this wall and jump to it. And now I see the top of my house and I want to get on top of it, so I just jump and put me right on top of it. Now I want to go to this tree. Jump. And I want to go down here. Jump. And I want to go back up here. Jump. So it's definitely really nice one right here. Definitely a fast way of getting around. I mean, this could even be used in conjunction with creative, flying around just to get yourself places. You could bind jump to a key and then just keep spamming that key and get across the map really fast. So it's definitely cool. Now these next two actually go together really well. So I'll go ahead and show you. If you type keep items, it says items will be kept on death, and instead of killing myself by jumping, I'll just type kill. And as you can see, if you just type kill, you'll kill yourself. It's good for getting rid of items if you don't want them, but I did keep items, so I've still got them. And I can just do that as much as I want. And I did respawn at my spawn point that time, but I still kept my items. So that's pretty, you know, it's pretty useful. Now, say I spawn 50 chickens on accident. I don't want to have to run around, you know, clicking each one, kill, kill, kill. So if I just type kill all, no space, they're all gone. And this kills everything on the entire map. You can see it says killed 108 entities. So it makes it a lot easier. Now this is probably the biggest command, or one of the biggest commands in single player commands, and it's light. And I use this on almost all of my videos, and this is what it does. So I don't die. Let me turn off my damage. Now you can see that you can see almost all of this in here. Now whenever I do go to certain spots, you can't see it, and that's just a glitch. But if I turn light off, you can see that you can't really see much, and the part that you can see is because of this opening right here. But the rest is dark. But if you type light, then there it is. And let me show you at the very top. If I make it night, without the light, you know, it starts getting really dark. You can't see anything. But with the light on, you can see everything just like it's daylight. And this does prevent monsters from spawning around you. And this is included with a monster spawner. If you place those down, monsters still won't spawn around you. Really cool. And I'll go ahead and get to the last command on this one, on this video, which will be longer legs. Oh, and one quick command that we did skip is list waypoints, which lists waypoints to show you the waypoints that you have set that you can teleport to. So that's a nice one to use. But with longer legs, I already typed it. Toggle it on and off, you know. Just longer legs, no space. And what this does is when you're running up to a block that's one higher than you, and you know normally you have to jump to it, this makes it so you just walk right on up. So you can see that I just go right up those. Instead of having to jump for each one, you know, like normal, you just walk straight on over them. And this is a fun one to use, and it saves you, you know, if you're running around hills and stuff, and you get kind of used to it. Now it still doesn't work for fences because those are considered 1.5 blocks, but like right here, you can just walk right on up past that. So it's definitely really cool. really good one to use. And that'll wrap it up for this video. So thanks for watching, guys.